Chicago did exactly what they needed to do Saturday night, delivering a dramatic 22-16 overtime victory over the Green Bay Packers. Now, with a Detroit Lions loss or tie against the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday afternoon, the Bears will punch their ticket to the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. The last time the Chicago Bears made the NFL playoffs feels like ancient history. Matt Nagy was their head coach, Mitchell Trubisky was their quarterback, and current star Caleb Williams was still in high school. That was the 2020 season, and the Bears faithful have waited impatiently ever since for a return to postseason football. This weekend represented the Bears' golden opportunity to end that drought. Chicago entered the weekend with a 10-4 record, preparing to host their bitter NFC North rivals, the Green Bay Packers, in a pivotal Saturday night showdown at Soldier Field. Both teams had playoff spots within reach, and the winner would move one giant step closer to locking up the division title. The playoff clinching scenarios for Chicago were remarkably similar to Green Bay's situation. The Bears did not control their own destiny when it came to securing a postseason berth in Week 16. They needed help from an unlikely source, the Pittsburgh Steelers facing the Lions on Sunday afternoon. The primary pathway was straightforward. If the Bears defeated the Packers on Saturday night, they would clinch a playoff spot provided the Lions lost or tied against Pittsburgh the following day. That combination of results would guarantee Chicago's return to the postseason after their 5-year absence. Even a tie against the Packers would have been sufficient under the right circumstances. If Chicago and Green Bay played to a draw on Saturday night, the Bears could still secure their playoff berth if Detroit fell to the Steelers on Sunday. This gave Chicago 2 viable paths to the postseason, though both required some scoreboard watching. The broader NFC playoff picture heading into Week 16 showed a highly competitive conference with multiple teams jockeying for position. The Seattle Seahawks sat atop the standings at 12-3 after their thrilling overtime victory over the Los Angeles Rams on Thursday Night Football. That dramatic comeback clinched Seattle's playoff spot and gave them excellent seeding. Chicago occupied second place in the conference at 10-4, putting them in strong position for a high seed if they could maintain their winning ways. The Philadelphia Eagles were 9-5, while the Tampa Bay Buccaneers held the 4th seed at 7-7. The Rams, despite their Thursday night setback, remained at 11-4 with their playoff berth already secured. The wild card race featured intense competition among several quality teams. The San Francisco 49ers stood at 10-4, matching Chicago's record. Green Bay was 9-4-1, while Detroit lurked at 8-6. The Carolina Panthers at 7-7 remained mathematically alive, but faced an uphill battle. Within the NFC North division, the standings reflected one of the most competitive races in football. The Bears led at 10-4, with the Packers close behind at 9-4-1. The Lions sat at 8-6, still very much alive in the division race. Only the Vikings had been eliminated, ending their disappointing campaign. Saturday night's victory over Green Bay was crucial for Chicago's playoff aspirations. The Bears showed resilience, determination, and the ability to win close games against quality opponents. These are exactly the characteristics championship-caliber teams display when the pressure is highest and the stakes are greatest. Now the Bears must turn their attention to Sunday's scoreboard, hoping the Steelers can do them a favor against Detroit. A Lions loss would validate Chicago's excellent regular season and reward their players and coaches with a return to playoff football after years of disappointment and rebuilding.